we can now all agree that the moral crimes committed here by Ryan Reynolds against Justin Baldoni have amounted to high treason.
Well, it's still getting messier and messier in the It Ends With Us feud between co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
All right, buckle up because things are getting seriously messy in Hollywood. Imagine a whirlwind of lawsuits, shocking allegations, and some of the biggest names in the industry caught in the crossfire. That's exactly what's happening right now with Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and, unexpectedly, Taylor Swift. Yes, you heard that right. Taylor Swift's name has been dragged into this dramatic saga, and fans are losing their minds trying to piece it all together. So, what's really going on? Let's dive in. It all started with the movie It Ends With Us, based on the best-selling book by Colleen Hoover. On the surface, it was supposed to be a monumental project, a heartfelt story brought to life by Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, who not only starred in the film but also directed it. Sounds like a recipe for success, right? Well, think again. Behind the scenes, things spiraled into absolute chaos, and now it's turned into one of the nastiest celebrity feuds we've seen in years.
You're not kidding when you say this is getting messier. The author of that book deleting her Instagram account, another who plays Baldoni's sister in the film being harassed online.
Blake Lively initially launched the first grenade back in December, filing a lawsuit against Baldoni. Her claims were explosive. She accused him of harassment on set, creating a toxic environment, and even inappropriate behavior during certain scenes. According to her allegations, Baldoni crossed all kinds of lines and she wasn't having it. But here's where things get tricky. Justin didn't just sit back and take it. Oh, no, he fired back, and he fired back hard. Within days, he countersued, claiming that the allegations were not only false, but a deliberate attempt to ruin his reputation. And just like that, the Hollywood battle royale began. Now, this isn't your average, she said situation. Both sides are coming armed with receipts, texts, videos, emails, you name it. Baldoni's team has wasted no time releasing behind-the-scenes footage and text exchanges they claim completely contradict Blake's accusations. One of the key pieces of evidence, a video from a scene that Blake described as deeply uncomfortable, where she alleged Baldoni acted inappropriately. But his team says the footage tells a different story, one of two co-stars working professionally and even joking together. In the video, Blake can be seen laughing and talking about her spray tan while Baldoni cracks lighthearted jokes. The question is, who's telling the truth and who's spinning the narrative?
I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaints, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence when she filed her complaint, not under the influence of drugs.
But that's not all. Baldoni's lawyers have accused Lively of orchestrating what they're calling a smear campaign. They claim she manipulated text messages to make it look like Baldoni and his team were out to destroy her public image. In one instance, Blake shared screenshots of a conversation that allegedly proved Baldoni's PR team was feeding negative stories about her to the media. However, Justin's team hit back, claiming the messages were edited to remove emojis and sarcastic tones, completely changing the context. According to them, the truth is that they were actually worried about how Blake's own PR team was trying to spin the narrative in her favor. And if you thought that was dramatic, wait until you hear about the role of the New York Times in all of this. Justin Baldoni's lawsuit alleges that the Times worked closely with Blake to push her version of events, leaving out critical details and essentially painting him as a villain. He claims the article was rushed to publication to control the narrative and even accuses the outlet of altering evidence, like editing text messages to remove emojis, to fit Blake's claims. The Times, of course, denies these allegations, but it's clear this is no ordinary media spat. It's a full-blown war.
And one of the most significant allegations in Baldoni's lawsuit is that Lively sought to gain control over the editing process of the film. This is important.
What's even more shocking is how this feud has spilled over into the personal lives of everyone involved. Take Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, for example. He's been standing by her side throughout this ordeal, but his involvement has raised a few eyebrows. According to Baldoni's team, Ryan didn't just offer moral support. He allegedly played an active role in the project, rewriting parts of the script and even influencing key scenes. One specific claim is that Ryan had a hand in rewriting the now infamous rooftop scene, which has been at the center of this controversy. Blake herself has spoken publicly about how much Ryan contributed to the film, saying he's her creative partner and that his input made the scene what it is. But Baldoni's lawsuit suggests that Ryan's influence went beyond collaboration and veered into territory that undermined Justin's role as director.
Got some major scoops. I mean, everybody's talking because the sink is shipping and people want to get onto lifeboats. So let's jump right in. Welcome back to Candace.
And let's not forget the wildest twist of all, Taylor Swift. Yes, the global superstar has somehow found herself entangled in this mess, and fans are freaking out. Her name popped up in court documents, with Baldoni's team alleging that Blake used her friendship with Taylor as leverage. In one particularly eyebrow-raising claim, Justin says Blake invited him to her penthouse, where Taylor and Ryan were present to discuss creative decisions. According to Baldoni, the meeting felt less like collaboration and more like an ambush, with Taylor and Ryan hyping up Blake's ideas and pressuring him to go along with her changes. In a text exchange included in the lawsuit, Blake even referred to Taylor and Ryan as her dragons, saying they had her back no matter what, the implication that Blake was using her star-studded connections to strong-arm Justin into submission.
Nobody, genuinely, Steph, if you're watching this, I genuinely don't like Blake Lively. Like, I genuinely know, I've known she's a brat. Nobody's paying me to say this.
But Taylor's involvement doesn't end there. Rumors have been swirling that she's not too happy about being dragged into this drama. According to insiders, Taylor feels blindsided and even betrayed by Blake's decision to name-drop her in court. There's even speculation that Taylor might be distancing herself from the actress, though her team has denied these claims. Still, fans have noticed subtle signs of tension. For example, Taylor did invite Blake to a recent high-profile event, sparking rumors that their friendship might be on the rocks. Could this legal battle be on the rocks? Could this legal battle be the beginning of the end for one of Hollywood's most beloved friendships? Only time will tell.
We just broke a shocking story. There is a rift, and I think that is an understatement of a word, a rift.
And let's not forget the ripple effects this feud is having on their professional lives. Both Blake and Justin have been hit hard by the controversy, but it seems like Blake is taking the bigger hit in the court of public opinion. Critics have accused her of being manipulative, pointing to claims that she took over the film's production and sidelined Justin during the promotional tour. Some have even compared her to other high-profile figures who've used legal battles to shift the narrative in their favor. On the flip side, Justin has faced backlash too, with some accusing him of trying to weaponize the media against Blake. It's a messy, complicated situation, and nobody's coming out of it unscathed.
Now to the ongoing Hollywood drama. Everyone is talking about the legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
As if this all wasn't enough drama, more people are coming out of the woodwork to share their experiences with Blake. One former coworker from her Gossip Girl days recently described her as horrendous to work with, claiming she was dismissive and demanding on set. While these allegations are unrelated to the current legal drama, they've added fuel to the fire, painting a picture of someone who's not as perfect as she seems. Whether these claims are true or just opportunistic pile-ons is up for debate, but one thing's for sure, Blake Lively is facing an uphill battle to protect her reputation. So where does this leave us? With lawsuits flying back and forth, new evidence being released almost daily, and more celebrities getting dragged into the mix, it feels like the saga is far from over. Fans are divided, with some rallying behind Blake and others taking Justin's side. As the court cases move forward, we're bound to get even more jaw-dropping revelations. But for now, the question remains, who's telling the truth and who's just playing the Hollywood game? All right, let's pick up right where we left off, because this saga is about to get even juicier. Just when you thought the drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni couldn't possibly escalate any further, the media and PR battle takes center stage. Buckle up, because the stakes are sky high, reputations are on the line, and some of the biggest names in Hollywood, yes, Taylor Swift, we're still looking at you, are caught in the crossfire.
That Justin won't be bullied by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So his lawyer told us that their recent court filings show how scared they are.
Let's start with the role the media is playing in all of this, because if there's one thing Hollywood knows how to do, it's turn a scandal into a full-blown media circus. Justin Baldoni's team has been laser-focused on calling out what they believe is a coordinated effort to sabotage his career. According to his lawsuit, the New York Times played a pivotal role by publishing a scathing article based on Blake's allegations. But here's the kicker. Justin's team claims the article was packed with inaccuracies and conveniently left out key details that would paint a completely different picture. One of their accusations, that the Times deliberately omitted emojis from text messages to strip them of their sarcastic tone and make Justin look guilty. Yeah, you heard that right. Emojis are apparently at the heart of this legal drama. And honestly, in today's world, who knew a missing emoji could cause so much chaos? Meanwhile, Blake's team isn't holding back either. They've accused Justin of orchestrating his own media campaign to discredit her. According to Blake's camp, his PR team has been working overtime to push negative press about her, spinning the narrative to make her look like the villain. One of the most shocking claims, that Justin's team celebrated behind closed doors after shutting down HR complaints on set, an allegation that his lawyers have vehemently denied. In fact, they've gone so far as to release internal emails and messages to prove their innocence. In one exchange, Justin's publicist reportedly reassured him, saying, "None of us would ever do this," referring to the alleged smear campaign. Another message even downplayed the backlash against Blake, suggesting it was the internet doing its thing and digging up dirt on its own. Still, Blake's team insists there's more to the story and that Justin's camp has been anything but innocent.
Now, I will say, it is also interesting that the defendants in this answer also admit that they sent text messages. I mean, when Lively produced copies of these text messages that she got through a subpoena, there's really nowhere else to go on that. You got to admit that you sent these, but it doesn't mean that Baldoni and the other defendants will agree to the context or the characterization that was laid out by Blake Lively, for instance.
And speaking of innocence, or lack thereof, let's talk about the behind-the-scenes drama that's been spilling out into the public eye. One of the most talked about aspects of this feud is the release of raw footage from the set of It Ends With Us. Remember that slow dance montage scene that Blake claimed was deeply uncomfortable? Well, Justin's team released the unedited footage, and let's just say it's got everyone talking. In the video, Blake and Justin can be seen laughing, chatting as they prepare for the scene. At one point, Justin jokes about his beard brushing against her, and Blake casually responds that her spray tan is probably getting on him. It's lighthearted, it's professional, and it's a far cry from the allegations Blake has made. But here's the thing, Blake's team has doubled down, insisting the video actually supports her claims. According to them, her body language in the footage shows clear discomfort, and her attempts at humor were just a way to deflect from the awkwardness of the situation. It's a classic case of two sides to every story, and honestly, who's to say which version is closer to the truth? But wait, it doesn't end there. The release of the footage and the back-and-forth accusations have sparked a heated debate on social media, with fans and critics alike weighing in. Some are calling Blake brave for speaking out, while others are accusing her of exaggerating the situation to save face. And then there's Justin, who's being painted as either a victim of a smear campaign or a manipulator trying to twist the narrative in his favor. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's exactly the kind of drama that keeps Hollywood buzzing.
They say Friedman may even be violating the New York rules of professional conduct for lawyers by doing all this. Quote, his conduct threatens to and will materially prejudice both the Lively case and the Wayfair case by tainting the jury pool because his statements are deliberately aimed at undermining the character, credibility, and reputation of numerous relevant parties.
Now, let's shift gears and talk about the personal fallout, because this feud isn't just affecting Blake and Justin's professional lives, it's also taking a toll on their relationships and reputations. For Blake, the stakes couldn't be higher. Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, has been her biggest supporter throughout this ordeal, but his involvement has raised some serious questions. According to Justin's lawsuit, Ryan played a much bigger role in the production of It Ends With Us than anyone realized. Not only did he help rewrite parts of the script, but he also reportedly influenced key creative decisions, including some of the scenes that are now under scrutiny. This has led to speculation that Ryan's presence may have added to the tension on set, with some even suggesting that his involvement was a power play to support Blake's vision for the film. Whether that's true or not, it's clear that Ryan's loyalty to his wife is unwavering. But here's the thing, his unwavering support might be backfiring. Critics have accused Ryan of enabling Blake's behavior, and some have even gone so far as to suggest that his influence may have made things worse.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are seeking to dismiss Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit against them.
And then there's Taylor Swift. Oh, Taylor, how did you get dragged into this mess? Her connection to Blake has always been a source of fascination for fans, but now it's become a point of contention. According to Justin's legal team, Blake used her friendship with Taylor as leverage during the film's production. In one particularly eyebrow-raising claim, Justin says Blake invited him to her penthouse for a meeting, where Taylor and Ryan were present. The meeting, he alleges, felt more like an ambush, with Taylor and Ryan hyping up Blake's ideas and pressuring him to go along with her changes. As if that wasn't enough, Blake reportedly referred to Taylor and Ryan as her dragons, a term that's taken on a life of its own in the media. Fans have speculated that the term was meant to highlight their loyalty and influence, but others see it as a not-so-subtle power move.
Morning, George. This is a big mess for everyone involved. The legal drama playing out in multiple courts now, literally from coast to coast, and all kinds of people close to these stars, from personal trainers to friends like Taylor Swift, finding their names mentioned as part of this ongoing fight.
But here's where things get really interesting. Rumors are swirling that Taylor isn't exactly thrilled about being dragged into this drama. Insiders claim she feels blindsided by Blake's decision to drop her in court documents, and there's even speculation that she's starting to distance herself from the actress. One of the most telling signs, Taylor didn't invite Blake to a recent high-profile event, sparking rumors that their once close friendship might be on shaky ground. Of course, Taylor's team has denied these claims, but fans can't help but wonder if there's more to the story. Could this feud be putting a strain on one of Hollywood's most iconic friendships? It's a question that's got everyone talking. And let's not forget the ripple effects this drama is having on the rest of the cast and crew. Several of Blake and Justin's co-stars have been dragged into the mix, either directly or indirectly. Isabella Ferrer, who played the younger version of Blake's character in the film, has found herself under the spotlight after text messages between her and Justin were included in the lawsuit. In the messages, Isabella praised Justin for creating a safe and welcoming environment on set, which directly contradicts Blake's claims about the toxic atmosphere. This has led to speculation that Blake may have influenced Isabella's decision to cut ties with Justin after the film's release. Whether that's true or not, it's clear that the drama is impacting everyone involved.
They believe that it's a continuation of the smear campaign that Blake initially claims happened while they were promoting the film.
So, what does all of this mean for the future? With lawsuits, counter lawsuits, and new revelations coming to light almost daily, it's clear this story is far from over. The legal battles are set to drag on for months, if not years, and the court of public opinion is just as divided as ever. Will Blake and Justin be able to salvage their careers and reputations? Or will this feud leave a permanent stain on their legacies? And what about Taylor and Ryan? Will they continue to stand by Blake, or could this drama create cracks in their seemingly unshakable loyalty? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity news and analysis.